Sim the World here. We are back with our Farming Simulator 19 playthrough. This is the Alpine expansion. As you can see, it is late autumn, so after we did that late night field, doing all that work, I was able to get all those straw bales back. We filled this up pretty good. I was able to get them all. It ended up starting to rain at about 3 a.m. I was about halfway through baling up the field, and as it turns out, you can bale straw in the rain. I don't think there's any issue with them either. Let me see here. Yeah, it doesn't say anything's wrong with them. They look good. So we've got all the bales that we need, which is fantastic. So everything worked out as it should. I did end up finishing those contracts. I had an issue with not getting... We delivered them. We delivered all the goods to Felsburn, but we didn't get the completed contracts again. I know we've seen that issue in previous contracts, such as with the baling and with a few of the harvesting contracts now. And I think I figured it out. What happened is with the precision farming, I don't know if you guys noticed in the previous episode, the farm was the efficiency or the harvest percentage that you're getting was reduced down to like 60%. That whole map was orange, so it wasn't fully taken care of properly. That's kind of what the precision farming DLC introduced, where you have to ferment it correctly, the correct amounts. The same with the lime. And if you don't do that, you don't get the highest, 100% yield of your crop. So when they introduced that with the precision farming on the contracts, you're only getting, 60% of the yield? Which the contracts themselves are still assuming you need to get 90% of the 100, the full yield. Which of course is impossible if with the precision farming. So I think that's going to have to be something they update in the future, because you actually cannot complete a harvesting contract if it is in that sort of situation. I had to spawn in some grain just to complete it, and of course you don't get anything back out of that. In the past, we would harvest a field, you'd get the yields, you get I think it was like 10% of the crop you'd get money back for. Yeah, we got nothing for that. We got the money for the contract, and that was it. Which I can't complain too much. We did get the straw too, so that's enough of that. It's something, if you guys run into that issue using precision farming, make sure you're prepared. You've got a mod installed to complete it, or some way of working around it. I know I've also kind of deleted contracts in the past and just added the money to my account. Whatever you need to get by. So with today, all that drama behind us, I was all set today to take a contract. I lined it up with the farmer. I was going to harvest his potatoes. We can go take a look at field 9. Over here at field 9, I've got the tractor all set up to collect. We've got the harvester ready to go. The field is ready. But would you look at this weather? This weather, it's like a snowy rain. It's a little unfortunate. If it won't let me harvest because it's, of course, wet. Yeah, we unfold this first. Turn it on. Yep, do not thresh when the crops are wet. I could come through here. I could lower this. It is running. You see in the back, it's leaving a trail. But we're not getting any crops in it, so this is no good. We can't harvest today. And in fact, I was looking at the weather. Even more disappointing. We can't harvest it all today. Tomorrow looks like there's going to be rain in the afternoon. There's a 90% chance tomorrow. Thursday is dry. Friday, Saturday, rain. And by Saturday, the temps drop and it's already winter. So it seems to me there's nothing I can do. We're not going to have the time to harvest this field. This is an all-day project. And even if it stops raining or snowing or whatever this is, there's not enough time for it to dry. I hate to say it, I really hate doing this, but I had planned on having 4 more days of autumn. Yes, but we have to get rid of that. There's nothing I can do. It's impossible to harvest this field. Autumn has left and winter's already here. So let's head back to the farmhouse. Yeah, you can see the snow's already piling up here. Butch is happy. He loves the snow. It's a little difficult for him to find his ball in it, though. It's hard to tell. It looks so flat. It looks kind of like the pavement. There's a couple hills in the snow. But it's actually pretty deep. Yeah, the ball's... There's got to be a few inches here. Nothing major, but it's enough to kind of slow things down. I've already took care of the cows for the morning. They should be happy and ready to go. I did find with the snow, you can have a little fun with it. Take the tractor out drifting a little bit. Hopefully not hit anything. Drift down the side of the hill. Yeah, the grass in the front here you can see it's no good. It's not piling up as much in the neighbor's hill, of course. And we're not getting snow on the roads yet. So nothing too deep, nothing too major to deal with. But this does beg the question now, what do we do? So you can see there are contracts we can take. There's the harvesting contract, which is no good. We can't do it. People want us to sow oats. Not understanding why you'd be planting oats right now. Actually, let me jump over and take a look. Can you plant oats? Oh, I guess you can. Very strange. I don't know if you can plant in the snow like this. It is raining. It's weird. If you guys understand why you plant oats this time of year, please let me know. I'm not a farmer. It would make more sense to wait for the spring now, but actually, let's try to figure this out. So what is they tell us the frost resistance on oats is medium. When it's young, it's high. So I guess you could. In theory, you could plant it in the fall, but it'd get too cold. I'm not going to bother with that. And they're not planting. It costs a lot for the seeds. You're not getting a lot for your money. I also don't understand why everyone wants their fields fertilized in the winter. To me, I think that would kind of be spammy if we just fertilized all winter repeatedly. I already feel a little grimy. You know, fertilizing a few of those fields like 5 or 6 times this year. So what I think we're going to do for the series is we're going to wrap this episode up a little early. And I'm going to come back to you with the newest, next week in the spring. Because in my, I don't feel good about taking any contracts that don't make sense in the game, especially in the winter. A lot of the work I don't think we're going to be able to do if these fields are covered in snow. We won't be able to cut grass. Grass won't be growing. The only thing that you could possibly do is sell stuff and maintain the cows. Which you guys have seen me do that quite a bit already. So I'm going to take the winter, I'm going to clean up the gear, kind of repair. I think some of the tractors do need repaired at this point. Let's take a look. So yeah, our John Deere is down to 66%. I've worked the living hell out of that. Already 10 hours on it. You can tell I've been hard at work. So yeah, if you guys have any other ideas, please let me know. There are going to be multiple years of the series. That's kind of the idea with the cattle. It takes time for them to grow. They're going to have their calves in the spring, so those will start to grow over the next couple years and start producing milk too. So this game, the series, is going to be about the long haul. That's kind of why I wanted to speed things up by doing an episode each month, in-game month, rather than just doing one episode for each day. I won't sell the milk, so we'll take a look at what we end with at the end, in the spring. See if we can get a good deal there. As far as silage bales, if there's a sale on it, ooh, that snow just disappeared. Yeah, if silage is in high demand, or if there's a location there where I can take some of these, I will. Otherwise, that's all I've got planned for the winter. So with that, thanks for watching as I simulate my life one game at a time. If you enjoy this video, please be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of the future action. You can follow on Twitter for updates of future games being played, as well as follow on Twitch as I try to stream 3 days a week. Thanks, and I'll see you next time at SimTheWorld.